Hey everyone, it's time to we're in the Dvorak 7, fourth movement, page 19. So we're gonna focus on the notes and fingering in this video. All right, so we'll just start at the top at measure 329. So, and then shift up to fifth position. So that's kind of a jump. Okay, and stay there during the rest. You're going to do a half step higher to get that 4, and you're going to do an octave. And then we're going to use our G string for that octave. So we can stay up there. And then slide your fourth finger up another half step. Replace it with your 2. Slide your 2. Up again with 2. And then now it's time to shift down to back to fifth position and then to third position. Shift up. You're going to just stretch your 3 a little bit. I think it's not a whole step, but a step and a half. And then that's a whole step between the 3 and the 4 there. You're going to bring up your 2 just to tuck it by your 3. But it's still a whole step. Okay, let me play it all at once so I can get it in tune. And then you're down again in third. So it's almost the same fingering as the last one, but instead of a whole step at the top, it's a half step at the top. And then you're just going to stay up there. Okay. So through this part, we'll want to watch for our anchors again. So we're going to go back and talk about which finger is our anchor, or where we're going to be. So you can hold your third finger down there and just stretch your 4 and bring it back. And then there we've landed on our anchor. We'll just keep that 1 down for a while. So you kind of have 2 anchors, your 1, and then your 3 will be an anchor here too. Because we stay with our third finger down for those 4s. Okay, so we had our 1 as the anchor there, and we're just going to stretch our 4 there. And then bring your 4 back to the regular place. Put your 2 with a half step by the 1 again, your anchor 1. And then we lose our anchor, we're going down and shifting down. Okay, and it wasn't perfectly in tune, but it was more about getting where the positions of the fingers are. Once you get that, then you can work on the intonation. So let's go forward. So you could stay up there and then shift down on your D, or you could shift down on your C. So you could shift down a third position here. Or you could stay up. Or then shift down a third position here. Okay. I like to shift down a little bit earlier, so it's not as big of a jump there. and then you'll use your 1 as an anchor here too. I'm just leaving my first finger down there. There's our intermediary third finger anchor, because you play that third finger a lot. Okay, and then we're done up there. We're going to jump down to the G string for third position. Okay, and this next part, go ahead and don't worry about the doubles. I was thinking today I might never play the doubles. I might just do just the single notes because it's fast enough and I want to make sure we get the notes and not worry about it. So I'm just going to play these slowly. You'll see the fingering in the scan that could work for you. Feel free to change any of it if you'd like, but I think this really helps. So we're just going to play it. So we're going to start down in first position. So shift up there. Okay, let's do that again. Then move your 2 up. Make sure my violin is in the video. Usually our 2 as an anchor there. I hold it down while my 4th finger does what it needs to. And then I'm going to stay up in that position because we're going to need to stay up there for that jump. That's the same note as the top one we just played in the measure before. And then I'm going to shift down to third position here. Okay, I wasn't doing bowing yet, but getting the notes. All right, so this is a tricky part. So I would go that slow, just get your fingerings and ride them in. Make sure you know what you're gonna do. And then you can start speeding it up with the metronome. But I'm gonna play through that part again, just starting on measure 369. Okay, see that half step there? So last time I went down to the first position there, this time I stayed up. You could do either one, so. That's probably better. So that's a half step onto the G string between your 1 and your 2. And then you're going to let your 1 go down a little bit. And then you'll have that sound in your head from the last measure. Okay. All right. right, so that, we'll just talk about the bowing really quick. If you're going to play those single without doubles, go ahead and play those separate bows. And then at 371, we'll do slurs. So as long as you need to do separate bows to get the notes, do that, and then we'll add in the slurs. And we may talk about this and decide not to do the slurs at all if we can get those notes, but I think the legato sound is something that we'll want to go for. So. And then you need to remember to go back to separate. Okay, and it will go faster. One thing, if you're struggling with these notes, just so you're not fumbling the whole time, if you need to, the 2 measures before P, if you just get to that note, you could do something like that. We can look for places in these songs that let you keep playing without getting completely off and having a hard time with it. So if you need to do that and just stay in time, that might help the rest of us get back on with you while we play the harder stuff. But see what you can do to get all the notes. But yeah, if you need to do things like that, if you just get it, in time, then that's what you can do. So yeah, we'll do other videos with tempos and with the metronome to get some of the speed and bowing there. But yeah, that's the page 19.